Om Shanti. Good morning, Diamond Morning. Baba's Murli. Today is the 9th of September 2022. In the essence, Baba says, sweet children, continue to study and learn for as long as you live. You study in order to become pure for the pure world. First question. The Father gives you teachings in order to make you equal to Him in which virtue? Answer. Baba says, children, just as I am egoless, so you children must become just as egoless as I am. Only the Father gives you teachings to become pure. Only by becoming pure will you become equal to the Father. Second question. When your intellect becomes good, what secrets will automatically sit in it? Interesting answer. Who I, a soul, am. Who the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul is. What is his part? What the eternal part which continues to be played is recorded in the soul. All of these things can only be understood by those who have a good intellect. Song of Baba's Murli. Having patience, O mind, your days of happiness are about to come. Om Shanti. You have found the unlimited Mother and Father, and have thereby received patience, who have souls, that is, living souls, his children. A soul is a tiny point. The intellect of not a single person in the world is aware that a soul is a tiny point, like a star. You know that you are tiny souls and have parts of 84 births or 5,000 years within you. Such big parts are not recorded in other souls. The intellects of people have become so weak that they don't understand anything. You wouldn't say of God that he takes 84 birds or 8.4 million birds. No. You children know that such a tiny soul has an imperishable part of 84 birds recorded in him. This is called nature. A soul is such a tiny point, and an imperishable part of his many births is recorded within him. It is never erased and will never be erased. It is such a great wonder. Amounts you to, there are some who know these things, but who then forget things. You have to imbibe these things in order for you to explain them to others. The Father, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is called Karan Karavanhar. He does everything to teach you. He is called the incorporeal and egoless one. No one can understand the meaning of this. Only you children are taught these virtues. You children also have to become as egoless. He is the ocean of knowledge, and so he has to speak knowledge. He is the purifier, and so he would definitely come and give teachings to impure ones to become pure. Just as sannyasis give teachings to inspire renunciation, so here too, you have to renounce the 5 vices. Only the purifier comes and gives you these teachings. How else would we become pure? It is remembered that you have to study, to learn for as long as you live. This is not said in schools. There, you have to experience the reward of your studies in just this birth. Here, you are told, you have to study for as long as you live. You have to reach your karmatic stage by the end. Souls have to be made pure with yoga To the extent that you stay in yoga, accordingly, your souls will go to the golden age and then the iron age. Either will not remain for souls or bodies. We are studying to go to the pure world. These are such deep matters that no one else can ever explain them to you. Look at what other people continue to do. Those with arrogance of science continue to invent so many things. They even make effort to go to the stars and the moon. You understand that liberation in life cannot be received through that. Perhaps they receive temporary or momentary happiness. As well as giving happiness, aeroplanes also cause sorrow. If an accident takes place tomorrow, there would be sorrow. Steamers sink and trains have accidents. People have heart failure even while just sitting doing nothing. The land of happiness is separate. There, there is constant happiness. All the happiness in this world is temporary, like the droppings of a crow. You children have now received very good intellects. What am I, a soul, and what is my Father, the Supreme Soul? What is his part, and what is my part? You have all of these secrets in your intellects. Amounts you children to. Not all of you are set to take 84 births. Not everyone will collect together in the golden age. This is why you cannot say that everyone takes the full 84 births. Because once we take full 84 births, it means we will all come in the golden age. And that is not the law. It's not everyone will collect together in the golden age, as Baba is saying. Some continue to come into the Moon Dynasty till the end. Expansion continues to take place, and there continues to be fewer births. These are matters of detail. Have the old mothers first make alpha and beta firm. Alpha means Baba, and beta means the sovereignty. This is something absolutely right. There was the sovereignty of heaven. Bharat was the master of the whole world. There were no other kingdoms. The rosary of Rudra then becomes the rosary of Vishnu. You children have received the knowledge of what a soul is, what the Supreme Soul is, what his form is, and what size is, what his size is. You have all these things in your intellects at this time. Each soul is so tiny. Even God has to make so much effort on the path of devotion. You would say that his path continues from the Copper Age till the end of the Iron Age, or even till the end of the Confluence Age. You know all of these things. You say that all of this happened in the previous cycle. It also happened 5,000 years ago. In a newspaper, they print that things happened 100 years ago. It is easy to write about 100 years. They would quickly find these things in the newspapers and show you. That newspaper is the Times of India. Your newspaper is the Times of the world. These words are very good. You can write in this every day what happened 5,000 years ago. What happened 5,000 years ago is what is happening now. When you write in this way, people will come to know the drama. You can also write in magazines. You children have all the secrets in your intellects. No human being has the knowledge of souls or the Supreme Soul. So, of what use are those human beings? You know that only human beings take 84 births. First of all, there is the Brahmin clan and then the deity clan. You go through the clans. The clans exist here. There is no question of clans in the subtle region. Brahma is called Prajapita, the father of humanity. Vishnu cannot be called Prajapita. You are adopted through Brahma. Lakshmi and Narayan, the dual form of Vishnu, have their own children who sit on the throne. Even Shankar cannot be called the father of humanity. You also know that people receive visions according to. So, what is the main factor? How people receive visions? Bible says according to their devotion. If they have devotion and Lakshmi, they will receive, and they have a lot of love for Lakshmi, they will receive a vision of Lakshmi. If they have for Ganesh, etc., they receive a vision of Ganesh. So Bible says, however, there is no question of a snake, etc. there. There cannot be a bull there either. In the subtle region, there are only deities. When you go to the subtle region and you see a garden of flowers, etc., is there really a garden there? Baba just gives you a vision, for those things don't exist there. The intellect says that there cannot be trees, etc., in the subtle region. You definitely have visions. Visions of the things here would be granted. All of those are visions, and they are called games of magic. They are not knowledge. Human beings make human beings into barristers, etc. That is not called magic. They simply give knowledge, changing you from human beings into deities for the new world is called magic. Because Baba has the key to divine visions, he is called a magician. Those people say that they have had a vision of an idol due to the blessings of their guru. Baba says there is no benefit in that. Here, effort is made and you become Lakshmi and Narayan or Rama and Sita, etc. You have come here to become the royal family of the sun and moon dynasties. The first and foremost thing is to give the father's introduction to any new person who comes. The element of Brahm is the great element. Incorporeal Shiv Baba cannot be called the Brahm element. Every word has a meaning. You are the children of God. It isn't that all are a form of God. The Father sits here and explains to you. However, visions, etc., are just chit chats. So you mustn't have any desire for them. Something that Baba himself has come now, and so he can grant a vision. However, all of that is useless. Then, because some don't have visions, they become disheartened and stop studying. When you see a prince in your vision, you understand that you are to become that, and you become happy. Generally, many people have visions of prince. If you think about it, all would be wearing crowns. There is no difference between males and females. Females have longer hair and their features are slightly different. There are so many souls. No two souls have the same name or form. Each soul has an imperishable part recorded within him, and it can never change. This is such a wonderful play that has been created. Souls have received eternal paths. Baba explains to you so easily. Simply go and sit in front of the picture of the Trimurti, and the whole cycle will enter your intellect. This is Shiv Baba, and this is Brahma, through whom Brahmins are created. It is now the Iron Age, and then the Golden Age has to come. When you see the picture in front of you, it is as though the play of the whole world enters your intellect. You know everything about how the cycle turns, who is in the play, etc. Continue to look at the pictures every day. Continue to churn the ocean of knowledge. This is hell and that is heaven. This is the confluence age. It is so easy. By practicing this every day, your intellects will become enlightened. Also write about Lakshmi and Narayan and Radha and Krishna. You receive the inheritance of the golden age through Brahma. How did Lakshmi and Narayan receive their reward? It would definitely be at the confluence age that they performed such actions. They received that reward of theirs by making effort in their final birth. You should have such thoughts in your intellects, and there will then be no need for pictures. All the secrets will be in your intellects. These pictures have to become imprinted on the papers of your hearts. Baba shows children all the at all the centers methods to make them open their mouths and speak knowledge. Very interesting point. Baba shows children at all the centers methods to make them open their mouths and speak knowledge. Continue to look at the pictures and speak about them in your mind. He's teaching us how to teach ourselves, how to study so we can explain to others. You have to know the secrets of the beginning, middle, and the end of creation. The picture of the tree is also very clear. You are doing tapasya of Raja Yoga here. You change from human beings into deities. Then, how does the path of devotion begin? Whatever religion they belong to, that is the religion they will enter. It is so easy. It also has to be explained what a soul is and what the Supreme Soul is. An eternal part is recorded in them. In the Golden Age, we will play our parts of happiness and take this many births. You can even go to the cremation grounds and explain to people there. They continue to have a satsang, a spiritual gathering, until the corpse is completely burnt. No one will stop you. Tell them, come, and we will explain to you. They will be very happy to hear this. We have done this cremation service at the cremation ground. We did it once, and it was quite interesting. Baba says the one who speaks should be very sensible and clever. Go anywhere and explain. Baba explains to you children very well. You have the truth under your arms, whereas people have the false Gita under their arms. You have the history and the geography of the whole world under your arms. You can explain very well using the picture of Shri Krishna. Why is he called Sham Sundar? Come and we will tell you the story. Baba says they will become very happy when they hear it. Bharat was the golden age. It is now the stone age. It has become dark. By sitting on the pyre of lust, one face becomes ugly. By explaining in this way, you can show many wonders. You can have all three pictures with you. Explain one picture and then explain a second picture. It is very easy. It is simply a matter of making effort. You have a lot of time. Go to the temples in the morning. Come, and we will tell you the life story of Lakshmi and Narayan. By having sacrificial fires, doing tapasya, and going on pilgrimages on the path of devotion, you have become completely like shells. So, how have the scriptures helped? We are telling you the truth. It is only the truth that helps you. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana points to practice for today. First point, pay full attention to the study. Don't have any desire for visions, etc. Never become disheartened and stop studying. Second point, whilst looking at the pictures, churn the ocean of knowledge and imprint everything on your hearts. You have to do the tapasya of Raja Yoga. And Baba's blessing for today. May you constantly experience the Father's hand of blessings on your head and become a destroyer of obstacles. Only those who have all powers can become destroyers of obstacles. So always have this intoxication. I am a master, almighty, authority. Use each power at the appropriate time. No matter how many forms Maya comes to you, you have to remain knowledgeable. No matter in how many forms Maya comes to you, you have to remain knowledgeable. Stay in the combined form by experiencing the Father's hand and His company. Every day at Amrit Vela, bring into your awareness the tilak of victory. Experience having Baptada's hand of blessings on your head, and you will become a destroyer of obstacles and constantly carefree. You will become a destroyer of obstacles and be constantly carefree. And the slogan of Baba's Murli today, those who experience imperishable happiness by doing service and give others this experience are true servers. Those who experience imperishable happiness by doing service and give others this experience are true servants. Om Shanti. Do have a very powerful day in Baba's remembrance.